Hello kids, today in this video I am going to tell you about the new words, its usage and meaning from the lesson Flying Together. This is video part 2 for the lesson Flying Together. Let's move on to the new words and its meaning. The first new word what you learned in this lesson is geese. Geese is nothing but geese is a plural of the word goose. Geese is the plural of the word goose. Okay. The second word is flock. Flock means number of birds. When you see group of birds, when you see many number of birds together, we call them as flock. We call them as flock. Now see the picture here. You can see very well there are many birds flying together or there are many goose flying together. So how can I make use of this word geese and flock in the sentence? I can say the flock of geese were flying in the sky, or the flock of geese are flying in the sky. Let's move on to the next word. The next word is tender. The next word is tender. What does this word tender means? Tender means very soft. Tender means very soft. Now you see the picture here. These are all flowers. The thing which is flying here, they are all the petals. Okay. And if you see closely these petals of the flowers, no, these petals of the flowers will be very soft. Very soft. So how can I make use of this word tender? The petals of the flower are very tender. The petals of the flower are very tender. Let's move on to the next word. Winding. Winding means go on circular or spiral course. Like in the story, what happened? The creeper started growing or winding along the tree. Okay, so now see this picture and let's make a sentence. A long path was winding up the house in the hill. You see here, a long path is winding uphill, winding up to the house in the hill. A long path is winding up to the house on the hill. Okay, let's move on to the next word, that is trapped. Trapped means to get caught. To get caught. Okay, trap ayirudhu. Okay. Now how will you make sentence out of this? Just have a quick watch on this video. There's a squirrel which has come to eat the groundnut which is kept inside the tin. Okay. Now while eating, the tin is closed. So now the squirrel is trapped. So the sentence what you can make use here is, the squirrel was trapped in the tin while eating the groundnut. While eating groundnut. Now the next word is struggled. Okay, struggled means to make lot of efforts, forceful efforts. Okay, now for example, see this picture. Look at this cat. This cat is just struggling. Okay, just struggling hard to come out of the window. Just struggling hard to come out of the window. And it is making all forceful efforts. Okay, so how can I make the sentence out of it? The cat struggled to come out of the small window. The cat struggled to come out of the small window. Now let's move on to the next word, that is make a fuss. It's a phrase kind of thing. That means become very angry or complain often. Okay. So now look at this picture. This is what happens with most of you when your mother serves you with vegetables. You don't like to eat and you make all fuss. Okay, to eat vegetable. So how can you make a sentence out of it? We should not make a fuss to eat vegetables. We should not make a fuss to eat vegetables, right? So let's see the next word, pretend. Pretend means to do as if or to make as if, but not actually. It's like acting. It's like acting. For example, Radha was sick, but she pretended to be fit in the class. Radha was sick, but she pretended to be fit in the class. Or else you can say sometimes when your mother gives you some work and she comes, you might be playing with something, but when your mother comes, you pretend as if you are writing, right? The next word is muttered. Muttered means to speak in a low tone. Muttered means to speak in a low tone. Now let's see this particular lady or whoever it is. He muttered happily in the rain and went away. Okay, some people mutter in happiness, some people mutter complaining about something, or some people when they are sad they mutter. Okay, so he muttered happily in the rain and went away. Next word is flapped. Flapped means moving the wings up and down, or moving something up and down, flapping. Okay, so now how will you make sentence about it? Let's watch this picture. See, a small duckling is there. It is playing by flapping their wings. Okay, it is playing by flapping her wings. Okay, so duckling flapped its wing and played in the rain. The duckling flapped its wings and played in the rain. Okay, next word is still. Okay, the next word is still, which means not moving, not making a sound, like without any movement, still. Okay, no movement, no sound, that is called as still. Okay, now look at this picture. This picture, there is a house and there is a still water. Why do I call this as a still water? This water is not moving. Normally when you see the water in a river water keeps moving. Okay, the waterfall, it keeps moving, the water keeps moving. But here you see this is a small lake or a pond, whatever it is the water is still here. Okay, so how can you make sentence? The still water of the lake is very clear. The still water of the lake is very clear, right? So these are few new words of this lesson. I hope you all must have understood these words and you will start using these words wherever required in a correct form. Thank you children. Have a good day.